Hello everyone, my name is Abiodun Awokunle. I'm a student of the Big Data Analytics program at Georgian College. Today I'm showing how you can create a database using Jupyter Notebook, and going through some commands that will let you alter the database as well. Things like adding, deleting, changing various things in the data. So let's start with, but for the purpose of time, I discovered that there's no way I could capture everything within 5 minutes. So I've done everything here. I'm just going to show us how I arrived at it. I'm just going to explain the things that I did. So from here, I ran the script first to ensure that SQL was loaded, and then if you come here, I did the same thing to ensure the SQLite was loaded and it's showing me connected. So I brought in my data from where I have it on Microsoft Word back here, and I said create a table for people. So my table is named peoples, and then I have everything here. I ran that command, and as you can see here, we have the table created. I also perform different functions. For example, I alter the table from being a 10 by 10 row and column to I added a column called sports to it. And when I did that, I used the percentage SQL, and when I ran that, we were able to have the column for sports here. I did the same thing to to put a value. I included a spot, because the values under the spot is all empty. So I decided to place rugby for the very first person in that database, and then I did the SQL update people's set spot equals to rugby for where ID is 01. And when I perform that, we can see here that rugby, we can see that the first person actually, we can see the person plays the rugby sport. I did the same thing to delete a row, and then I inserted those rows that I deleted. I inserted them back, and then we were able to have our 10 by 10 row column table again. I also did some wildcard functions. I was able to use the wildcard function I put percentage SQL, select surname from people's where surname is like PA percentage in inverted commas, and we were able to bring out the name of the person who was closest to that, which is the surname is Parrot. I did the same thing for the forename as well, and also this is showing how we can also use this same Jupyter Notebook to be able to plot a chart for our database. So I've imported another database here, which I called the people age. That's the data set, and then I went through the same thing that I did to be able to create the table, to be able to create the database, which we have here. And as we can see, there's a column for age here. So, but to be able to plot a graph in Jupyter, you have to import the function, and that's why we have this import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT percentage matplotlib inline. So we need to do that first before we create the database, and after we created the database, then we bring on the function that will create the chart. And so that's the plt.figure bracket fig size equals to bracket 18,9 close bracket, and then you have, so that's the size of the chart is 18 to 9, and that's why we have the chart here. I also perform the function to change that the color of the chart from blue to green.